fixing to be on the tallest piece right there, and I don't know if you can see it from here, but I made a little mistake on my measuring on my metal. There's two pieces in the middle that's 22 foot long from that rib there, that little ledge I'm running off of up to the top, and there's 14 pieces of tin that go across here. It makes 42 foot. The building's only 40 foot wide, so I'm gonna have, or was gonna have, 2 foot left over on this end to cut off to put my corner trim. But the way I measured my metal, I was measuring it, you know, kind of being split there in the middle for my links, the way I got them staggered, because I got each sheet cut a foot different, and they should have been actually cut 15 inches different, because it's a 5 and 12 pitch instead of a 4 and 12 pitch. But I can still correct it because I got extra metal this way, so I'm going to lap over the next sheet one extra rib. Instead of just being lapped over one rib, it'll be lapped over 2 ribs, and then it'll be tall enough to work, and then the next one will work. And then when I get down here to the end, I'll just have maybe a foot to cut off instead of 2 foot. So even though I made a mistake, it's still going to work out. I just want to explain what's going on, because I know somebody's going to see me overlap this 2 ribs and wonder why, but that's why. That's what I got going on, and I hope that I can put this up there by myself without it buckling, because the last piece was a little bit sketchy there, but I got it done. So here we go. We're gonna get a shot by myself and see how this goes. guys, that is the absolute max right there. I thought it was going to come down on top of me, or I was fixing to have to move out the way and drop it one. Whew. Guys, that was all I could do to put that piece up there by myself. I had it rolled into a U, and I was pushing down as hard as I could into the ground to keep the bottom from sliding out, and it coming back over top of me because it's so long. And so I was pulling down and pushing, and I was pushing up with my other hand as hard as I could, and I could hear it start crinkling, and it started to walk a little bit. It started to twist, and I don't know how I kept it from coming down really, but I got lucky. And then when I got it up there, the wind's blowing a little bit, and the wind caught it from the backside and started folding over. I thought it was going to come back over on top of me, and I just barely did. I was pushing with everything I had to get it pushed back up there. But the rest of them, except for the one before that, had a little bit of trouble with. The rest of them wasn't too bad, but the next one's the same length as that one right there, so it's going to be trouble. And then the next one, and then they'll start getting a little easier as I go back down on this side. But I'm really surprised to be able to do that much by myself, honestly. I thought it was going to be a lot bigger deal than that. I don't know if I'm going to get that other guy, because it'll be 2 weeks. I'm going to work on it with what I can by myself, I guess. And then however much I don't have done, I may still get that other guy to come give me a hand, because it'd sure be nice to have some help right now. But I don't have anything else going on, and I'm doing what I can while I have time. So we'll see, and I'll keep bringing you guys some videos so you can see what it looks like when we get done. Well guys, I finally got all of the metal put up that I had. Did not get the trim put up, and I had to do all this by myself, pretty much just like the whole video here that I showed. Did it the same way, and I didn't record any more of it because pretty repetitive process. You just keep repeating it, and so I've got to get the trim put up. Maybe I'll get to do that next weekend, but so far I'm really liking the way it's looking. And I actually thought this side over here was going to be harder because the ground is uneven over here, but it actually made it easier because the ground slopes downhill. Who's blowing the horn? But anyway, so I thought this side was going to be harder because there's a fence here and there's a stump there, and it's downhill, as you can tell, back here by my property line. So I was thinking this was going to make things difficult. I don't know how well the camera's picking up, but it's a pretty good drop off here. 3 foot or 4 foot maybe. So I thought that was going to make things hard to work off the ladder and everything, and stand the sheets of tin up, but it actually made it easier because I'm standing on the top side of the hill, and I was able to put the tin on the bottom side of the hill, so it made me actually taller, or seem like I'm taller, so it was easier for me to stand the sheet of tin up by myself. So it actually made things work out good. And I actually used that stump right there to put the bottom of a lot of them when I got to this middle here, because it's almost in the middle of the shop up top there, and put the bottom of the tin against that, so it helped it keep the bottom from sliding as I pushed the top up and stand it up. So yeah, it worked out pretty good. I did drop one sheet, this sheet right here. You can tell it's a little bit damaged. That's the one in the middle there, and the wind got to blowing about the time I went to stand it up, and it come back. But luckily there's trees out here, bushes, and so it actually caught it in the bushes, and I was able to just bring it back down to the ground and stand it back up. So yeah, that all worked out pretty good. And this is the inside here. The light's on. So I guess the next thing is getting the electrical and concrete and the doors installed, and we'll pretty much have this wrapped up after we get the trim on. I'm gonna try to do the trim probably next weekend. I'll probably try to do that, and then maybe do a little on the electrical stuff, and the concrete will be next, and then after the concrete we'll be putting the skirting on the bottom, and after that I guess the roll-up doors and the walk-through door and whatnot. So several more videos to come and a lot more work to do, but it's coming together a little bit better now. At least it looks more like a building. So anyway, thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys on the next episode.